Her conception has been conveyed to the masses as being nothing more than a tale of from rags to riches. Her most influential artists have been hailed as survivors of the ghetto and as achievers of the American dream. They have been portrayed as the pioneers and as the trailblazers of the urban community, and in the minds of many they have been immortalized and idolized as gods deserving of our highest admiration. But now the time has come to clear up the misconception, to unveil the deception. Heroes will now become villains. Sheep will be revealed to be the worst of bloodthirsty wolves, for indeed, these are the secrets of hip-hop's fathers. "1982. This was the year of the message. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five uncaged their rage, unleashing on the world what some deem today as the greatest hip-hop record of all time. Yes, the message. This one song could easily be proclaimed from project to project as the national anthem of the projects, the official war cry of the streets. Exposing the heartache and woes of thousands in today's ghettos, this track depicted the frustration and aggravation of an entire impoverished nation. Indeed, one would not deny its right to become platinum 1 month after its release, or refuse its admission to be the first hip-hop record ever to be inducted into the U.S. National Archives of Historical Recordings. Oh no, not so. One would join in with Congress in 2002 to add this song to the Library of Congress in 2002. Yes, the message. Chanting its unforgettable lyrics like "Don't push me, 'cause I'm close to the..." Yeah, the message. What could be so satanic about the message? Could it be that we have failed to see the real message? And if so, what secrets are contained within the message? In order for us to uncode the message, we must first gain a deeper understanding about those who are presenting the message to us, the messengers. To accomplish this, what we're going to do is look at the cover of the Message album. The outline of this cover is pretty basic. At the top you read Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, and to the side you see the name of the album, The Message, and then below that you see the messengers. At first glance, these messengers are doing some pretty weird poses. To the untrained eye, these gestures look really idiotic, but to those in the Masonic community, these gestures are pledges of allegiance, showing signs of position and rank. So let's uncode these gestures and see what their body language is really telling us. The way we're going to read the cover of this album is from left to right, just like when we read a book. And so I'm going to start with these three individuals down here on the left side. If you look at the pose these guys are in, if you're looking at the shape these guys are posing, you can see that this shape is a pyramid, and in fact it's a triangle. You got one at the top, and you got two stations at the bottom. It's a classic Masonic gesture, and we'll be looking deeper into this later on. The first brother we're going to look at is this brother down here in the pink shirt. If you notice, he has one of his arms extended upward, index finger pointing at the brother who's at the top of the pyramid. In many Masonic and occult circles, this could mean one of three things. First, it could mean a sign of okay, or a sign of faith, and the third is a sign of preservation. Whatever you pick, no matter which one you take, this gesture is clearly Masonic. The next sign is being given by the brother in the red hat. He's grasping the hand of the individual in the black at the top of the pyramid again. You can see that his thumb is extended to the second knuckle, and this is a real grip of a fellow craftsman. This brother right here is a second-degree Mason. The next hand grip is being given between the brother in the red shirt and the brother in the pink shirt. Though hard to tell what the meaning is from the view that the picture is taken, you can see that this is clearly Masonic. You can tell by the way that the brother in the pink shirt extends his hand in a feminine type way and how it's grasped, thumb on knuckles, by the brother in the red. This is clearly Masonic, nothing less. What I'm going to do is skip over Grandmaster Flash real quick, and I want to go over to these two individuals right here. What these guys are about to do is a Masonic 5-point handshake. They do this handshake to form a square and compass, as you see right here. And so on one side you have the square and compass, and on the other side you have the pyramid. All Masonic symbols. So these guys are indeed part of the Mason. With that said, let's not forget that the Masons are not just some boys club for men, but as described by Albert Pike, it's a religion that teaches that Lucifer is God. And so if these messengers are Luciferian, then that means that the message in all actuality is a Luciferian message. So when we come back to Grandmaster Flash, we see the message being given in its purity, in its entirety. If you notice this guy right here with the headphones in his ear, this is the same individual that was rapping in the message video. But if you notice in the video, he looks a little more grown up. Here in the picture, he looks more kiddish, more childish in a way. And this was done on purpose, showing that the message is being directed toward the children. But notice who is in control of giving the message. Notice who is the one who is handling the message. It is the Grand Master. And this title of Grand Master is highly respected throughout the Masonic community. In Duncan's Ritual and Monitor on page 112, we find the oath that a 3rd degree Mason would take when entering into that degree. And it reads as thus: "Oh, that my throat had been cut across, my tongue torn out by its roots, and buried in the rough sands of the sea, ere I had been accessory to the death of so good a man as our Grand Master Hiram Abiff." So, if Hiram Abiff is considered the Grand Master of the Masons, then that would mean that the Grand Master is just another disguise for, yes, Lucifer himself. So here in this picture, Grandmaster Flash is a representation of Lucifer, giving a Luciferian message to the youth. Surprisingly, Grandmaster Flash is not the only Grandmaster in the group, and we see that from the cover of this Greatest Hits album. Other than the fact that these brothers are obviously homosexual, we see that Melly Mel is also a Grandmaster. Ironically, within the Scottish Rite Masonic power structure, which consists of 33 degrees, we see that 2 of those degrees bear the title Grandmaster. You have the 12th degree, the Grandmaster Architect, and the 20th degree, which is the Grandmaster of all symbolic logic. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at what Masons are taught in these 2 degrees and see how that Luciferian message has and is being given to us.